Yeah,
like
0 updates except last weekend. So.
Oh, yeah. I know we talked about doing cruise. I don't want to do cruise right
I don't want to do cruise either.
now. I was like,
On the same page.
yeah, I was like, crap, I don't even have notes.
Disappoint everyone. No cruise this week.
Oh, wait. Why would you start barking? Right when we're starting.
Wants to be featured. Duh.
He's growling at something. There's a vacuum behind me. There's a little picture of Lance behind me. I have the best setting right now. Okay. So, welcome back. We are not doing the cruise story just yet. Maybe on the 1-year anniversary. I don't know.
That's like the cruise story is very emotionally taxing.
Reliving some of it is. Because after
Not
the last
emotionally,
recording,
necessarily, mentally, it's a lot.
it's a lot. Because after we finished recording last time, I was like, I'm going to just look at the dates and look at some of the pictures and see if I can remember things. I can remember things, and it made me uncomfy. We're going to wait.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. So updates. You want to go? You want me to go?
I have boring updates. Yeah, life is normal. No drama for me. Except so since St. Patty's Day was last week, and like we celebrated last weekend, Beer Era Kylie made a return. I still can't decide if she's here to stay or not. It was because Beer Girl Era was a fun time. Drinking beer though, it's not great for you.
Yeah.
Like it's worse than like when I think about my this sounds so bad. When I think about my health, in regards to like going out and stuff, I'm like, okay, let's do like a non-carbonated mixed drink. Or like something mixed with water that I can like throw in some like Mio or like whatever the heck. Like that is like, okay, we're taking care of ourselves. Then there's beer. Which is just it's lots of calories, lots of gluten. But beer girl era is fun. Yeah, so can't decide if she's here to stay. But basically, she came out last weekend. Someone said the word car bomb, and I said, let's go. Absolutely.
Missing some O'Bannons. Like real bad, actually.
Yeah, I miss it a lot. But yeah, so I knew my like situation in college, like how my limits basically. I didn't really listen to them last weekend. And also nobody around me knew my limits. So they were just like, because I was the enabler, because nobody else had tried car bombs, except for like one person, the person that suggested it. And then I was just like, yeah, everybody, let's go. So yeah, that was not fun. Fun weekend, not the best aftermath though. But yeah. So TBD on if Beer Girl Era is gonna have a whole part 2 or if it was just a little resurface blip, maybe just like once a year every St. Patrick's Day she can come out. Yeah, that's basically all I have. Everything else in my life is great, so it's a little boring.
Oh, how gosh, darn.
No, it's good. Everyone's good. Everything's good. Only other thing is I'm looking for an apartment for next year, but I think I actually found it. But I'm just saying in the same place, probably just moving to a different unit for 2 bedroom. So,
Okay, that's easy.
yeah, except there's gonna be a week in between where I'm homeless.
Boyfriend.
I'm not gonna do that, Tim.
When will it be?
June, first week of June.
I mean, if y'all are
Yeah, he's also got roommates though.
true.
So I don't want to be like moving in.
What about like an Airbnb in Chicago?
Just take that week off work or something.
I didn't think about that because summer I just
Yeah.
sorry.
I do have some extra vacation. Maybe I'll just be like, bye besties, I'm gonna be in Chicago for the next week. But I do have to figure out what I'm gonna do with like my couch and my bed. So I don't know if I might just get like a storage unit for a week, but I'm also gonna try and see if I can just like keep it somewhere in the complex for a week.
Yeah, I would talk to them. Like if you're just gonna stay there, they might accommodate you very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Good.
It's not like a continuation through the unit. It's like moving to a different one. But yeah, I just need to talk to them about that. Everything else I can pack up in boxes and like I don't really care what those are. But the couch and bed I can't exactly even fit in my car. So good stuff. That's it. Yeah, everything else is good.
Good. Well, speaking of apartments, I'm getting one and I'm moving out.
Woo woo.
Again, I guess. So weird. Like life is weird.
What do you mean again?
I mean, because I've moved out for college before.
Well, yeah, but college is different. You didn't have to like buy all your own stuff. Like we had like furnished places, and then, I mean, you moved into a house, but like even that was like after you had already been gone. So I feel like this just like the concept is a bigger move.
Yeah, I agree. Like this is because this is I don't know. I don't want to say like the last time I'll ever live with my parents because who the flip knows anymore.
Right.
But it's like the last time I'm gonna probably live with my parents for as long as I did because I moved back in 2021. So I mean I've been here for 2 years, which is about what I said I wanted to do. Like.
It's really weird to think. I mean, it's really like a year and a half.
Well,
no, maybe moved in like after graduation.
No, before. I moved in around Thanksgiving of senior year. So maybe even like I technically was 2020.
Did you have online classes and stuff? Okay.
I was taking my whole last semester was online. And so I moved back because I remember having the conversation at Thanksgiving being like, I don't want to keep paying for this place. Like, I don't stay there. And then I moved back because also everyone was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I wasn't seeing anybody.
I was still there.
You were still there, but we didn't ever see each other in college.
Everyone, she left me.
Okay, when I said everyone, at that moment in time, everyone was just one person. I don't like. To be fair, everyone was one person, and that one person meant way too much to me at that time.
You know what? It happens to us all.
So I'm just being real there.
Yeah.
But that's where I stayed a lot, and I wasn't doing that anymore. So I moved home, finished up senior year here, and then started law school here. And then obviously last year happened. So now it's been, I guess, like a little over 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's so weird to think.
I know. It's gone really.
It's been years since like most of my friends graduated.
Yeah.
Ew. Grody.
It was like a really fast, but also like slow part. 2 years. I don't know. Just a lot happened.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, moving out. this summer. Don't know when exactly. Kind of know when. Don't know when. Things can change. Moving closer to school and doing hopefully like a year-long lease and taking it by ear because things can change if my entire family moves up to East Texas and I am by my lonesome down here. I don't mind being here by myself, quote unquote, like, by myself. But it is weird that I don't have like adult friends here. I have coworkers.
Yeah, but those will like turn into adult friends. I feel like just the more you go out and do things, like.
But my coworkers are married and have kids.
Yeah, that's
the thing.
Maybe Houston.
Maybe because there are a couple of teachers leaving. Maybe I'll get a new one that's young like me.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a guy. No, maybe it'll be a younger one who isn't married and like I can actually like kind of have like an outside of school friendship. Which not to say that like I don't hang out with them or I wouldn't hang out with them outside of school because even like the older people and like my mentor and stuff, like I'll hang out with them at like
different lifestyle.
It's just different. And I mean, I'm never going to be able to like, I don't know. It's not like I can ask them to go to a Taylor Swift concert, type of thing.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll just see what this year brings. I'm still loving school or that school specifically, and teaching and all that. So that's not going to change. The school probably, I mean, it's not going to change this year. Who knows again, what will happen for the next year. I don't know. Things are kind of up in the air. And I think, so that brings me to like my thing of like, things felt like they were settling and they still kind of feel like meant to be at this school. But then with my family leaving, it's kind of odd. So like the interview that I had with this place, with this school was amazing. Like was not amazing, but it ended up turning into like,
yeah,
meant to be situation. Right. And we've talked about that a little bit. And then the team itself is amazing. And the like environment, all of that, like my principal, etc., all great. I got a scholarship for ACP, so for alt cert. So it was like, oh, I got this money as a reward for doing this. So like I usually don't get those like little baby scholarships ever. So the fact that I got this one, I was like, oh, that's awesome. But there's a contract for 2 more years there. So it's like I'm in this weird like I want to stay and I wanted to stay for multiple years, but then with my entire family leaving, I'm like, well, eventually I guess I'm just going to move up there. Not that I need to follow my family, but if every single member of my family is up there, it's weird not to because we're all so close. And it's not just my immediate family, it's like my extended family is all up there too.
Yeah.
So I am literally the only one that's not there. And so I think that's just the weird part is like I see myself I eventually maybe going up there and joining because I don't see them coming down here again.
Yeah. Do you think though that like I guess like is this maybe just like a chapter of your life where God's like you gotta be not that you're I don't want to say you're like you have to be on your own because you're like you have no problems with like independence.
Right.
So that's not where I'm coming from at all. But like, I mean, do you think maybe it is like a God thing of being like, hey, you need this chapter of like being alone for a little bit and just experiencing like what it's like.
I think
to, like single and by yourself and like not have your family really close by.
I think I've kind of felt that a lot lately is like I know like very much know in my heart like I will not find someone when I'm still living at home, like a husband or whatever, like boyfriend, because I don't see how that can logically work without me being like you want to come over and like hang out with my parents? Like that's how I feel. So I know it's not going to happen. And so I knew like that I would be out of the house before I met like the one. Not to say that's running everything, obviously. It's just like part of the next chapter, I guess. Is the next chapter I see myself like finding someone like in a year or so, maybe, hopefully, we'll see. Just because I'm ready again, I think is why I say hopefully so much. But the next chapter of like me being single for a bit, like maybe having the summer to like go on family vacation, but then get to go home alone and like
Yeah.
time with myself before work starts again and like actually feel like an adult who's like prepping for my job and who's actually like getting time off and not being like around my family 24/7. I definitely think there's like something to that. And I think God is maybe like saying I need to grow in some way that's apart from my family, not like apart, but like distance wise apart, and like finding myself without being so reliant on them financially. Like I guess like reliant on them financially, because emotionally like they're never going anywhere. And like I call my mom as soon as I get out of work every day. So like I just like
Should.
you know, hey, guess what happened today? No, I just think there is definitely like something that I'm going to be taught this year about myself that's like not relying on my family as much in like the financial world.
Yeah.
Which like financially I'm stable. However, never lived on my own in that way, so it's weird. But I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, obviously. I don't know what I'm supposed to learn here because it hasn't happened yet.
Right.
But,
if we knew what we were supposed to learn and get the lessons before they happen, could you imagine?
God. Oh, I don't know. It hurts my brain.
Yeah, that's
Because so much has happened in a year. So much has happened in 2 years. And then I feel like that's just adulthood, is that every year is going to go by so quick and I'm going to be like,
The good thing is, though, like, it's not your job to have it figured out, especially before it happens. So
True.
you don't have to, like, make your brain hurt over this. You just kind of got to, like, ride it out.
Right.
I think it's interesting to think about, though. I make brain hurt on purpose.
Well, and that's, I think, where I'm at. I'm like, I think I'm, like, in such of a self-aware mode, just life-aware mode, that I'm kind of, it's so weird to think about how much I've changed the past few years. And then thinking about how long we've been in this house, like thinking about how much I've changed in the past like 10 is so crazy. And I think I'm just like in that spot where I'm like, whoa, what's going to happen next year? Not in a, I need to know now, but just in a, so much could happen before next year. That's like, oh. But yeah, but also with things falling into place, like I just was saying, like, I have a great principal and she wants me to take these opportunities. And I have like another lady who kind of took me under her wing with NJHS stuff because she's the admin for that. And I felt like she's been very like, I don't know, she's mentoring me enough to be like, you should do this, you should do this. And like, I just feel like that whole environment is very, not pushy, that's a weird word, but just very, they want more of me. And I guess I know they see more in me for teaching and education, which is cool. But it's just so crazy to think that like that is falling into place so well, because I know another new teacher there, she's resigning. Like she's done with teaching because she did not feel like it was a good fit for her. And it's kind of weird that like we've had these two different paths where I feel like, oh, I've really found it here. And everyone around me is like even pushing me forward. And then her on the other hand, like, did she enjoy parts of it? Yes. Did the principal support her? Yes. Did she encourage her? Yes. But she's not like telling her to take more leadership opportunities, I guess. So it's weird. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be done with school in a couple years after I feel like I've gotten that learning out of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Or I'll marry rich and we'll be done with teaching forever.
You know, could be could be a vibe. Yeah. I mean, see, my whole thing is once I marry rich, then I'll go teach.
I don't know. I mean, I enjoy it, but it depends on how rich that guy is. Because if he's really rich and I don't have to work, I ain't
That's
going.
fair. Yeah, I just really wouldn't. I just want a dink when I start teaching.
Except for my dink is gonna be I work at like Walmart or Bath and Body Works and raise the kids on, I don't know.
You know, stay-at-home moms, it's really a full-time job, low-key. So
It absolutely is.
you can't be a dink if you have kids. That's the whole thing. Dual income, no kids, Lauren.
Oh, right.
Or you can be a dink wad.
Right.
If you have a dog. Specifically a dog. Not a pet, a dog.
Then my income is still gonna be from like Bath and Body Works. And be like, darn. I just really like candles, actually.
You get like a little bit of like heads up on the sales, and some of those sales are like incredible. So, you know?
Go back. I don't know. I love teaching, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to be able to retire with this kind of job. Not like, well, retirement for teaching is really hard to get to. You have to be. I mean, you can get a retirement, but it's a lot of years.
Yeah.
And the way that children are progressing and the respect declining, I don't know. Eventually, it might not be it anymore. But for the foreseeable future, though, it's still a thing. Oh, that's life. I maybe need to go back to therapy once I move out on my own, though. I haven't been since before break, like before winter break.
Life change.
Yeah, and I might need to like call her up and be like, hey, sorry I haven't been, but life just got crazy again. Also, actually, now that I think about it,
Alone.
huh?
I said, by the way, now I'm living alone.
Yeah.
Waiting for the love of my life.
Just me sitting in my living room.
Keep your door unlocked. Maybe they'll just walk right in.
God. No. I don't know. Maybe I'll re-download a dating app once I live alone. No.
No. No.
No, it'd be very unsafe.
Yeah.
I'll meet someone out in the wild, I guess.
Out in the wild.
Out in the streets. I don't know. I just feel like I'm rambling now. My brain, I need to get that application submitted eventually, but I don't want to pay $250.
Well, you're going to have to pay $250 regardless, so.
I know. But, ugh. I'm going to have like a really cute apartment though, which I'm excited about. Because
I'm excited for you.
I love how my room is right now and the colors and everything. And yes, I might get some furniture that I don't love from my parents, but like I'm good at decorating, so it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm like, I wish I did a little bit more of, but trying to fill an entire apartment on like one person, because I basically started from scratch.
Right.
So it's like I can't fill an entire apartment with my stuff and somehow like not go broke.
Right.
So that's why I'm excited for when Sydney and I live together, because then it'll basically be like two people's stuff in like the common areas rather than just me trying to fill my own.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. After now knowing what you know about moving into an apartment and buying furniture from scratch, all that, would it have been better for you to have bought furniture leading up to the move and like already had it? I know like distance wise you couldn't like move it in like that, But say you had a storage building or something and you were able to just have stuff and you moved it in, would it have been better to like accumulate furniture over time before moving?
I mean,
At all at once.
essentially, like financially, it's definitely better to accumulate over time because then, like, I mean, it's the same total regardless, but you're not like making those big dents
Right.
in your paycheck. It's like small things here and there. So that would definitely have been better. The main reason I didn't, or I would have brought a lot more things like from, because my apartment the last year of college wasn't furnished. That was all,
Yeah.
like Cara and I's stuff. So at this point, the only thing that prevented me from bringing like that couch and those bar stools and my bed from back home basically was that like it was really expensive to like rent a truck
Mm-hmm.
and haul it all up here.
Because I have like a couple of pieces of furniture that I know I want, like just like a bookshelf and like a couple of other things. And I'm like, do I buy them now or do I just wait so I don't have to move them, if that makes sense?
If you know, like, if you know you want them, then there's no harm in buying them now. And I don't think moving them, as long as you have the space to store them prior,
Mm-hmm.
like, you're not moving very far. So I think like it wouldn't be a bad idea just to go ahead and get them now, especially because once you move into like your finances are naturally going to adjust a little bit to where it's like you're already going to see like a crap ton of money leaving your account for rent every month. And like, at least personally for my peace of mind, I want a certain amount in my bank account where I can like feel like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
So if you're buying things now and you're like able to save up and not pay rent prior to moving, like that might it just makes your bank account look a little prettier.
Actually, with the bank account, I've been able to save so much this year.
Mm-hmm.
Basically have like enough to cover a year's worth of rent.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you.
Like I really like lucked out with my situation.
Yeah, that's good.
Hashtag blessed. But
Then I mean, it's like if you want it now, basically like it's all personal preference. I think the one thing that I also am like kind of glad why I waited is because you kind of like know what your apartment's gonna look like. Like you've seen the floor plan at least, and like you can go look and like take a walking tour. But when you actually like move your pieces in, it might like, I don't know if it might like change how you see like where things should go.
yeah.
Not likely, but like maybe the bookcase you wanted or you're looking at now is like 5 feet tall, but you realize after everything's laid out, you actually want one that's like 7.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Because my room will be different, and that's where like I would want the bookcase.
yeah.
So I might have to wait, and it might be like something I buy later. Because what if I need more furniture in the living room? Then I would put it.
Yeah. That's like one thing where I could definitely see, and I was really glad that I like didn't buy stuff prior, even if it was like a shorter move, is because it's like I didn't know how I want my bed laid out for the first month and a half that I was here. So until I got like that situated, now the way my bed's laid out, like I could probably fit like a cute little bookcase and like a smallish dresser, but like before I was like, oh, I want like this bigger dresser and like whatnot. So
Right.
that may all change. If you have like your big pieces already, then you might just want to like move those in and get those where you want them and then go back and be like, okay, now I like definitely know like a bookcase would look good here with like the way I have it laid out.
Yeah.
So
And I'm looking upstairs right now, and I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get like this coffee table or the ones downstairs, just depending on what set they want. And then I'm definitely gonna get like, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of the stuff that's upstairs.
That's another thing. Like, a bookcase is kind of one. I feel like you're gonna want it regardless. But like, if you don't know for sure what you're gonna be taking with you,
I know I might already have one from them. Like,
but I just
over here that,
because then you could also see like, and once it gets closer to like, if you move out before they do, then it's like they might end up being like, oh yeah, hey Lauren, like we thought we were gonna pack this. Turns out like it's not really practical for us to take. Do you want it?
I'm gonna have a lot of wood if I'm taking all this stuff.
Your house does have a lot of wood in it. It's like it's really nice though. Like I love it.
I've always told my mom that like she does a lot of brown with her decor. Like it's brown couch, brown wood, like all this stuff. I had to be like, Mom, I need color upstairs and get pillows that had color because I just like I was going crazy.
Yeah. That's how my mom is, but she used to be really like not bad about that, but very into red.
Mm.
And I don't know if you saw this or if this is mostly like back when we were in like
I don't know.
red, but it was very like she had red towels, she had red blankets. Like she didn't have a red couch because you can't really like do that well.
Slay.
But like it was like the leather couch, and then she's got the red blanket, the red towels, the fake poinsettias or whatever the heck, and like I'm pretty sure she used to have that, and then I don't know. My dad has the fake poinsettias now, but basically like a bunch of red. That was my mom's thing.
Just old.
Fun stuff. It's kind of fun to see how like moms decide to decorate because everyone's got like their signature thing. My mom's signature thing to wear, leopard print. She is a leopard print mom.
What's my mom like? Oh, she likes fuchsia. Magenta fuchsia, like she loves that. Like that's what her makeup color will be. If she can have a jacket that color, she'll do it. Like she loves that color. Mine's gonna just be freaking colorful at the wazoo though. Like I feel like my house is just gonna be so many colors.
And mine is going to be neutrals as heck.
Our kids are gonna be like, okay, whatever. Fucking rainbow house over here.
Mom, I need color. I'm going to Lauren's.
God, at least I'm not doing like a whole pink house or something.
Oh my God, there's a pink house up here. I drive by it every day on my way to work. It's pink on the outside. I don't know what it looks like on the inside, but it's pink on the outside. That was really random, but I felt like it was important.
Wait, what? Sorry, I got a text from my coworker, and I was like, why am I getting one at 9 o'clock?
No, I was just saying there's a pink house up here in Wisconsin that I drive past every day on my way to work.
Oh, ooh.
And I really want to know who lives there. I want to know if it's like
just go knock.
Like an elderly couple who loves to garden, or if it's like I have no idea. I really have no idea. Anyways, that was a very important contribution to this conversation. So
I need to figure out. I think okay. So going back to decorating, because I think I know what I want in my living room because I've been.
Okay.
So we all know how I'm obsessed with Taylor Swift. Okay.
I had no idea.
Really?
So weird. I've never heard you talk about her before.
Never before. Don't know one song actually.
Right.
So she, what is it? On Etsy, there are these, I have one print from, it's a Taylor Swift quote. Well, I actually have two Taylor inspired quotes on my wall already. And one is like the New Girl one that's like, in this house it's the, I just want to cry and listen to Taylor Swift one.
Mm-hmm.
Girl. And then also I have one that's the Mirrorball lyric. I don't know if I'm going to keep those, TBD. I like them, but I just don't know. But I've been looking at these on Etsy because I love the idea of these prints, and Etsy has great ones, but they're all of like, there's a couple of different people who sell them, but let me see. You see it?
A little bit, not great.
I'm trying to figure out how to.
Yeah, I think it's just too small. I just can't see it well. Maroon.
So it's like her song Maroon
Uh-huh.
picture, and then it's just like one of the lyrics. But
Okay.
there's like fancy little prints that look like, here's the Mirrorball one.
Okay. Gotcha.
So just like that vibe.
Cute. I like that.
I really like this Bejeweled one. I don't know what colors I would do. That's like one thing I'd have to figure out.
Oh,
Like,
that might be my favorite.
yeah, this one's really cool. I like the really like colorful ones, and I love Bejeweled. So like stuff like that, I want to do like a gallery wall of those types of posters because I really want it to be like you walk in and you know what I love. I guess.
That's me with these like 3. I need to get more national park posters.
Yes, it's
That's
kind
the purpose that they serve. I want to make a giant gallery wall of the ones I've been to.
I like that for you. I want to get like a few, I don't know if I want to get like 3 huge ones or 6 like large ones and do like a gallery wall. But I really want it to be like you walk in and you're like, oh my gosh, like this is what she loves, and like have books out where I want them and my colors and just all that, and just be like, okay, this is my place
Mm-hmm.
thing, because I've never had that.
Yeah.
Weird to think about. I feel like my room is just now exactly what I want, and I want that to be like moved out into more.
Mm-hmm.
And again with the furniture, like I'll get whatever furniture I get and then add the pillows and blankets that are more me. And I love this couch. Like this couch and I, we went through a lot. But it'll be cool to have like a full apartment that's just like Lauren.
Yeah, that's what I really like about this place for sure.
But it's gonna be expensive, but it's okay. But I am like, I don't know how it happened, but I already said like first year of rent, like I'm pretty solid with.
Mm-hmm.
I know how that happened. It's because I live here, but I was doing these payments for Texas teachers, and they're $450 a month, and I've done that since August. And I was talking to my dad because I do a Roth IRA, and I was like, that's $500 right now, and that was supposed to be higher because I lived at home. And then I was like, oh my gosh, those Texas teacher payments of $450 are gonna go away right when I move in, so that $500 is gonna be fine, and I can keep putting $500 in my Roth IRA every month. And like the only major change I'm gonna see, besides not saving as much, obviously, is like groceries and utilities.
Yeah.
So, and that's just something I'll have to budget. I mean,
and groceries like really isn't bad. Like you can make groceries really cheap if you're like intentional about it.
Which groceries right now in Texas, but like, which I know it's all over the U.S. I just know like Texas.
But like,
I've been seeing them.
Covering in Wisconsin too.
Everywhere, but I just like, I don't know. We hear about it a little bit more in Texas because
yeah.
We're talkative here.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Hear about the weather, you come to the Midwest. If you want to converse about the weather.
You want to talk politics, come to Texas.
Stop.
But I don't know. I think it'll be good, and I think I'll figure it out. And I think I'll have more of a financial bearing than I think I will, but it freaks me out a little to not know.
Yeah, but regardless, like it's not that scary.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of have to jump, and then if you're like you have your family, you have like like they can help you out. I guess. It's not that you should like rely on them, but it's like at some point you just jump and you figure it out. And I've managed to figure it out pretty well, other than some plane tickets home.
Right. Yeah. Which I have thought about that too, because like car insurance, I'll have to start paying, because my dad still pays for that, and then he also, I ain't gonna mention the phone bill thing because we're on a family plan.
That's what I keep my lips shut.
Well, like I ain't gonna say anything about that one, but the car insurance is whatever. Like I'll get that done too. But the one thing I'm kind of like, ooh, is which not saying I'm gonna go freaking up to East Texas every other weekend, but I probably will go more than I did this year. So gas money is something I'll have to think about. So I'm just like, something I didn't think to budget.
Yeah, but if you budget that, also you could probably do like a little bit of budgeting beforehand just to give yourself a little more peace of mind. Like once you do have like the apartment and know like that price, you can, I mean, your groceries obviously aren't going to be like comparable to what like your family's paying now per month, but like you still kind of get like a rough idea, and like, yeah, you'll know your apartment. You could probably like figure out like just rough estimate for utilities, car insurance, like just to give yourself a little bit of peace of mind of like, okay, how much money do you expect to be in your account at the end of like the week or the end of the month, so that you're not like, or the end of like the paycheck period, so that it's not like a surprise, good or bad surprise. But
I'll just shop on Amazon a little less and Aerie.
Yeah, that's the big kicker, I think, is like online shopping.
Luckily, I've already paid for ACL and Taylor Swift tickets and all that this year.
Okay.
So
I think I want to go to Lolla.
you should.
I just don't know who I'm going to go with.
We also got to figure out Canada.
Every time I think of Vancouver, I really want to say Vancouver, and I just refrain every single time.
You didn't just refrain. You said it.
Okay, but saying it once for like the 10 times that we have like brought up the word, I think it's pretty good. I'm running out like a solid, I'm still making an A. Solid 90%. Anyways, yeah, I just don't know the week that I'm traveling yet.
Okay.
So if it gets to the point where I don't know and we just need to like call it off, then that's fine. We could also just go like somewhere else.
Also could do that.
Just a little destination trip like on the side of that, and then I'll just go like hiking.
Yeah.
Next time I go visit Seattle. So
I mean, I don't know where we would go. We could go to Canada. I don't care.
Well, we should figure out like a destination for like the two of us. I kind of really want to go to, no, that's so dry. Also, I don't know when. I was gonna say maybe Arizona, but it's gonna be dry and hot, especially in the summer.
Yeah.
But go to like, well, you're talking about DC potentially.
Yes, I would.
Evan.
See. Like I want to go to DC as an adult. I don't know, like.
Yeah.
I want to go to the museums. I think the town is, or the city is really cool.
Where else do I want to go? I don't know. We can game plan some cities though. Let me look at a map.
Okay.
My geographically challenged self needs map. Maybe, because if we do like a destination that's like a plane trip for the both of us, like why not type of thing.
Exactly.
So let's just start ruling out states. Nothing in the Midwest, and Nothing in central U.S.
We can go to Tennessee.
What are we gonna do in Tennessee?
Oh, we've already been to Tennessee.
Ah.
Never mind.
Oh my God, it'd be so freaking cute.
What?
We need like a bucket list of each state.
That we've been to?
Yeah, together. Isn't that so cute?
I guess okay, New York.
Yeah, we've already been to New York. We've already been to Wisconsin, Texas.
Wait, Wisconsin?
Tennessee.
Illinois? Oh my God, Kylie, we did so many this past summer.
Oh, I don't know if we can really count we didn't, I guess Chicago, but did we spend time in Chicago though?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my God, we've been to so many states.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we've already, you thought this was a stupid idea. I saw it on your face. You're like, Kylie,
We're
what?
like 3.
Like, Kylie, what the frick? What are you thinking right now? And I'm over here like, genius, big brain over here. Big brain.
To be honest, I was only thinking of that one trip that we took to like Tennessee, and I was like, we went to like 3.
That's okay, because then I came back from it a little bit.
We totally forgot our road trip to Wisconsin.
Also, we'll forever be slightly bitter that that we did not get like best
Duo?
Yeah, like best duo.
We even got that.
Well, because I guarantee you, and I will, like, if we have like school reunions, I will go back in there and like fight this.
But bitches, we're still friends, and we travel together.
It's a 39.5 states together. No, I didn't think so.
Not 39.5. God. I forgot Oregon was a state. Just now, when I was looking at that word, I was like, that's a fake word. I'm copying and pasting the list so we can look.
Okay. Yeah, so, ooh. Well, no, that's not really. I feel like,
What?
No. I'm just looking at like the East Coast in general, because I feel like I haven't really been there.
Oh.
I don't really know where I'd want to go.
I would
Like a good place
love.
to go, like during the summer. We could also go to Montreal.
It could be done.
That's in Canada.
Yeah. I honestly have always wanted to go to Rhode Island or like the Northeast.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just think it's so pretty. It would be so pretty up like Maine, Rhode Island, somewhere up there.
Okay. Yeah, so I kind of got sold on wanting to go to Boston by a boyfriend.
Yeah.
He's from there, and so he's like, "Oh yeah, it's so great." Da, 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 da. And like, I mean, yeah, he clearly loves it, but it's like there's no reason to like sell me or my friends on it. So I think he was coming from like a good actual place. So that's like an area of interest for me for sure. I don't know though, like if that would be a good place for like you and I to just kind of like wander around and figure it out.
We could.
Yeah.
Especially like if we could talk to boyfriend and just be like, what's some good stuff to go to? What's some things to avoid type of thing.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
True. I wouldn't mind going to Rhode Island either.
I'm trying to check off our states. So we've been to Alabama, right?
When did we go to Alabama?
That road trip. Didn't your cousins live in Alabama?
Oh, yeah, we went there too.
You didn't go on the California trip.
No, and I'm also not really counting places like that we just straight up drove through.
I am.
Like we didn't go
Why
to
are we gonna go back? Why are we gonna go back to some of those places? I'm not gonna go back to like Iowa or Indiana. Where did we go?
I don't
Iowa.
I mean, I'm not fighting for you to go back to Iowa.
Okay.
However, it's not that bad.
If I don't have to go back to Iowa, I won't.
Okay.
Okay. Have we gone to Indiana?
Yes. Oh, we could go to like Myrtle Beach
Where's that?
in North Carolina, South Carolina. It's in South Carolina.
I'd be down to go to one of the Carolinas. We could like go and be like live out our OBX lives.
Yeah, we go to Savannah, Georgia.
Ooh, yeah. We've been to Kansas.
We can go to Charleston.
Yeah.
So we could just kind of like, I don't know. We haven't been to Kansas.
Yes, we have.
That was Missouri.
Oh. Did we not go to Kansas too?
I mean, it's Kansas City.
Didn't we drive through Kansas?
I thought we were at the Missouri. Let me visualize this.
Wait, I have it on my Wisco thing.
On your what?
My Instagram.
Did we go to Kansas? We might have like peeked into Kansas at one point.
Oh no, we didn't.
I think you're right, because I think we went straight up through Oklahoma, hit Kansas, and then went to Kansas City.
Okay.
And then went through like Missouri up to Iowa and then over to Wisconsin.
I knew we hit a lot of states.
Yeah. We basically took up like the whole middle.
Mm-hmm.
With also like the Chicago thing, we can count Illinois. So let's see, where else could we go? We could go to, I don't really want to go like West Coast desert area during the summer because that's just gonna be really hot.
Have we been to Mississippi?
California trip, but like that's gonna be expensive.
I don't want to go to California right now.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say like love you to death. But if I was gonna go, I'm probably gonna go visit someone who lives there.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Stay at their place.
Yeah.
Agreed. We could go to Portland, but like I've been over like not in Portland, but like Seattle, so it's like too close. I want to go elsewhere.
Down for East Coast, like literally north or south or the middle. I don't.
Yeah, I think East Coast is a good move. So I think we can go explore like Northeast area, or we can go to like one of the Carolinas.
We've been to 11. That's a lot.
That's a lot. And you counted like Wisconsin.
Kaylee, that's one for every year of friendship.
Precious.
Sorry, I'm crying.
Lauren, oh my God. By the time we get 50 years of friendship, we're gonna have gone to the 50 states. Like imagine if we do one bestie trip a year. Lauren.
We could do that.
That's so cute.
How old would we be? 63?
Lauren, that is so freaking cute.
Let's make this happen.
I'm gonna guilt trip my kids into buying me like tickets and stuff to come see you and for us to like finish it out. Because at that point, like they'll be making the shmoney and I will be like living my best life.
True.
So
oh my God, I have to do this.
This is amazing. And then we can like, oh, Lauren, oh my God, one of them is gonna be Hawaii.
And Alaska. That's when we have those rich husbands, though.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
That's when we can hit California, too.
That's like on the 20th anniversary.
Big trip.
Woo! Oh my God. Wow. I did not realize.
It's wild.
Yeah, Wisconsin. Oop, back. Texas, duh. Tennessee. Bama. There's so many states. Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Missouri, and New York, and Oklahoma.
Did you count Mississippi?
Did we go to Mississippi?
Did we drive to Alabama?
Oh, yeah.
Then we went through Mississippi.
You never remember which one's on which side. Oh my God, we've been to 12. We're ahead.
Wow.
Golly.
Have we ever been to Florida?
No. I've been separately.
Oh yeah, same.
No, because Florida, we never did anything like Disney or anything in high school. We just did the New York trip and the California trip.
Okay. Okay.
Which airport did we fly into
Where?
in New York?
We went to the New Jersey one. We're not counting that, Lauren. We dead ass did nothing in New Jersey but hop on a freaking charter bus
That's
and
important.
go to Times Square.
That's important. When else are we going to New Jersey?
When else will we not be? We gotta hit like the rest of the states. That's what I'm saying. Like it's fine.
See, but I feel like we're just gonna naturally hit some of them again.
Yeah, New Jersey can be one of those. I mean, I would like to go to New York again. So
Okay.
we can just fly into New Jersey and then count it that time.
Okay. If you hit it twice, that's a 0.5. If you hit an airport, it's
Okay.
0.5.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Oh my God. What am I going to do with this information? Our moms are going to make fun of us.
They're just jealous.
Y'all want to do what?
They ain't us.
They're going to be like, you want to go to Utah? You want to go to... I mean, Utah would be cool. But
I mean, all of those are so pretty anyways. Like, I would 1000%. I want to go to Utah, like, in general. Again.
they're going to be like, you want to go to Minnesota?
Minnesota. I do think that, like, Minneapolis would be really cool, though. Like, I've heard that's, like, not bad.
What about Ohio?
Cleveland?
Okay.
Wait. Is Cincinnati in Ohio?
I don't know.
Can you look it up?
Yeah.
If so, we go to a Bengals game
Okay.
for Joe Burrow.
Forgot about that.
All right, whatever you say.
Okay.
Sure, Kylie, sure.
Like, if you're a Bengals fan,
I'm telling you.
okay. Them and
Yes,
their little
Burrow.
tiger hats, the little tiger helmets. So silly, goofy looking.
Yeah, Ohio would not be my favorite. However, we can make it a trip. So,
Is Ohio in
need
comparison?
to go during football season.
Mhm. Good weather, probably.
Yeah. That's for sure. What else? Other states would you probably not go to?
Honestly, that was kind of it. U.S. map.
I feel like we've already hit the ones that like we wouldn't have gone through on the way up here, frankly.
That's what I was about to say, because like we did that.
Yeah.
Nevada, duh, we can go Vegas.
Easy money.
Montana, gorgeous. Idaho, I'm not really sure what goes on in Idaho.
Idaho.
I feel like
Um,
I feel like we could just hit up Montana and like peek over into Idaho real fast.
well, do you want to go to, have you been to Yellowstone? Sash, do you have any interest in going to Yellowstone?
Yes.
Yellowstone spans Wyoming. If it doesn't span Idaho, it's really close to Idaho and also spans Montana.
Bet.
So you get 3 states with the one park.
Okay. Washington, we could go easy. Oregon, easy. I could literally do one of the trips that you go on and just like visit or something.
Yeah. Granted, I do think this is going to be my last like work trip out there, but
Then we'll go back.
I would happily go back to the area.
Yeah. Idaho, Utah. Probably pretty.
There's 4 national parks there.
Well, that's cool. I would do that. Arizona, Phoenix I've always wanted to kind of go.
Dale.
New Mexico, same vibes as Arizona, kind of.
Balloon Festival.
Which one?
Hot air balloon.
Ooh, cool.
Festival in Albuquerque.
Ooh, okay, cool. Colorado, duh.
$15 if you're interested. I looked at that last week.
The Dakotas, I'm not sure what goes on there, but like, I'm down.
I just don't want to go when it's cold.
Yeah, one of the Dakotas has Mount Rushmore. I think it's north, right?
Stop.
I don't know. One of
I've
them.
seen Mount Rushmore, and I don't think I went as far as North Dakota. Maybe I did, though. I'm going to look it up.
The Dakotas and Nebraska, I'm kind of like
a geography lesson, frankly.
I know, I'm on a map right now. Nebraska?
South Dakota for Mount Rushmore. Huh?
Okay.
Nebraska? Ooh, Omaha.
Baseball, okay. Minnesota, I feel like that one.
Minneapolis.
Yep. We've done Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Illinois, Oklahoma, Arkansas.
That's the one I'm like, I don't know if I have much.
Maybe Arkansas can be like on the way to something else.
I feel like there's like hot springs or something. My mom went with one of her friends and she really liked it, so.
Oh, yes, duh. Lance went to school there, I think.
In the hot springs?
Yes, Ozarks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Remember that happened? Yeah, I forget. And that was like a thing there, so we could do that. I never went. Like, I never visited
I
him.
feel like it's a little bit far away, and it's not like he was there for that long.
He wasn't, and I was also in school. Like, I mean, I was in college doing my thing, so.
It's not like you really had a chance to, like, just pop up one weekend.
Indiana?
Indianapolis. Don't they do, not that, I don't know if you'd be interested in it. Isn't like the Indy 500, yeah.
I would do it to say I went.
But yeah.
I'm not interested, but I would do it to say.
I thought about like going like while I'm up here because it's like might as well type of thing, I guess. But yeah, so.
I feel like there's good things at every little state that we could do.
I feel like there's at least one good thing in the states that we have left.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about North Dakota. Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota, so very well might be South Dakota, pop up to North Dakota, say we did it, and just kind of count it all in one.
Kentucky?
Barbecue?
Ohio and Kentucky, we could pair up.
What's in Kentucky?
Don't know.
I don't think I'd like Kentucky. Like, not that it would be bad. I feel like there's not much to do. I feel like I would get bored.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we couldn't really make a trip out of, Kentucky.
No, and that's my thing is that some of these we're not
to make it like a novelty thing of only going to one state per year.
No, I think we need to group some of them up.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like the little ones, like Maryland and Delaware and like all that, like we could like hit at the same time.
They drive through in like an hour or two.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna just stay in Delaware and be like, okay.
Yeah, no.
We just gotta figure out what this year's gonna be.
Well, I know some of them are like, no, I don't want to say seasonal, but kind of. Mm-hmm. Like, I'd rather go to Ohio during like a football season, to be frank. Anywhere in like the Western Desert region and not the summer. So I really think like we can hit the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Maybe not both because they're a little bit larger and I think they both like have things to do. But we could hit like one or the other. Or we could go to Boston.
Okay.
Or like just Massachusetts in general. Because we could do Boston. We could go to like is Cambridge a city?
I don't know.
There's things to do. I think we could make like a week trip out of Boston.
I would be down for Boston.
Or at least like maybe like take 2 days. We can go in the summer, but I'd take like Thursday, Friday off work. Or maybe Thursday, Friday, Monday. So it's like 5 days for us.
Yeah.
2 half days of travel probably, but then like
yeah,
a good chunk of time to like explore.
I would be down for Boston because I feel like we need to do those like upbeat cities while we're young.
Oh, you got a good point. Yeah, we definitely like hit the Carolinas like when we're older.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Our parents are going to be like, what the heck? But I'm so excited.
Yeah, I just need a plan.
Boston, I feel like, yeah, we can do that. Easy. See when, well, I don't know. I would just hit up boyfriend and be like, yo, what are some things that we could like, what are things to know about traveling to Boston? And then we'd be good.
Yeah, I'll ask him this weekend. See what he says. I mean, he's already basically explained the whole freaking city to me.
Oh.
Went half over my head, and I was not taking notes, so I sincerely apologize. But okay. I'll just ask him again.
That's fine. Okay, we've been talking for an hour.
Yeah, we can probably cut a decent amount of that out too.
Any updates, like, or anything coming up? Updates.
What's coming up for me? I don't know. I don't think anything. Like, it's really just, I think Sydney and I might be going to Chicago for a day trip next weekend. Just like go shopping and just be like in that area because there's not too much to do here still. So talked about doing that. But yeah, if anything, that's like it. Other than that, just working, trying to make a work-life balance out of not a work-life balance. So getting better at it though.
Well, there you go. Maybe you'll have an idea of it before you move back.
Move back?
I'm assuming you're coming back to Texas eventually.
I don't know. I told my mom I probably wasn't ever going to go back to Houston.
That's fine.
And like I love Houston with all my heart, but that's where like kind of like we talked about this, like your family's in East Texas, my family is and probably always will be in Houston. So like I always have that to go back to. The way I see it is like there's no reason for me to take up space in Houston when I can just go back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've thought about Denver. Thought about just another like adventure place in general. I think it also just depends on like where I'm at in life and like who is in my life at that point. And like what considerations need to be made for that, because I don't think I'm not ever, I think, gonna be like really pushy about going to one certain place.
Yeah.
So if like I have like a partner in my life and they're very much like, oh, I want to go like move back closer to my family, or if they're like, oh, I want to go live at this place, then like chances are I'm gonna be like, okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's serious enough so that my butt doesn't get broken up with in said place.
Yeah.
That would be the scary thing, is I think I would have to be like engaged, married, or dang near engaged to move somewhere with a person.
Yeah.
But yeah, thought about Denver or just like Colorado in general, like southern Colorado. So We'll see. But for now, it's Madison, Wisconsin. Until at least July 2024. Or June 2024, whatever that's going to be, yeah. So. Yeah.
I was just thinking how, like, we started out the pod with you moving into your place, and within a year I'm moving out and going to move into my own place, and it's very silly. Yeah.
So cute.
Like at about the 1 year anniversary of the pod, like I'm gonna be recording in my new place.
That's so neat. Cause like, do you remember too when we started out? It was like, oh yeah, we're gonna make. And granted, like I love this podcast. However, sometimes 70% of the time, it's just like life updates and like
Right.
just random conversation. But I remember too, we were saying like, oh, it's gonna be kind of cool, and we've definitely talked about it, but of like me being like in a whole other state by myself, like very far away from my family. Meanwhile, you're like 20 feet away from your family. So I think it's kind of funny how like it's transitioning a little bit to where it's like now your life is gonna be like a little bit more lined up with how mine is in a way.
Yeah. Which is weird, but it's gonna be fun. Also, we were totally like, we're gonna format it so much and we're gonna do all these things and have certain episodes, and we're like, no, actually, we're not.
You know?
It worked out though.
Like 2 weeks behind on posting.
Okay, listen.
Yes. Because we're busy. We have our own lives. We don't spend our lives pleasing you unless you're going to pay us a livable wage to do it.
Like, I'm so sorry, but sometimes I don't want to stare at my computer. Sometimes I want to go home and read a book.
That's fair. That's fair.
Sometimes I want to just stare at the TV and shut my brain off.
Valid.
Sometimes I don't want to listen to myself talk anymore.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't think I could do that. I think I would literally like want to throw up if I was listening to myself talk.
I don't mind.
Like hearing it sometimes after it's like published and like listening to it in the car, and I'm like, oh, that's so fun. But if I had to edit it,
it's not bad. But sometimes I'm like, I'm tired, and I've heard this conversation before. But yeah. I kind of like that I haven't like kept up with it as much because I'm like forgetting the conversations, and I'll go back and listen and be like, ooh, that was funny.
Yeah. I do think too it's nice because we've like I feel like kept up the recording schedule at least. Mm-hmm. So it's not like we're just stopping doing this or like getting less frequent about this.
Yeah.
Just like the back end of it. Or the like downstream.
I just like, I don't know. I'll catch up next weekend. I'm sure it won't take that long. It's just like me having to do it.
Yeah, but again, we're on like no one's schedules but our own, so
it's just like something I think about like in the back of my head. But
gotcha.
But it's so fun. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So nothing really major coming up for me in the next couple of weeks. What about you?
No, I have like
Swift. Oh my God, I was gonna ask, do you have like your Eras Tour outfit? Because I've been seeing so many posts about those.
Oh, kinda. I have like two options. So I'm either gonna do like a Midnights inspired one, but I don't think I'm going to because I think Hannah's outfit is gonna be more Midnights like inspired, like Midnights era, and like I don't want us all to be in like the same era, and I also want to be. I don't know if that makes sense, but I want to be in like. And then I was also thinking about it, and I was like, I want to be in like an era that's fitting for my life right now.
Okay, which is?
I feel like it's more Reputation era.
Okay.
Because I feel like I've really, okay, so like, 1989 was before that. 1989 era, I did that. That was like cruise life. That was my single girl living. That was like all of that. And like, now I'm in more of my continuation of that, but in a more like mature sense, which is Reputation.
Okay.
to me.
Okay.
And Reputation is, I think, my favorite album. After re-listening to things, I was like, I think this is my favorite.
Yeah. What kind of era do you think I'm in right now? Because I don't know these well enough to like say it myself, I feel like.
I could see you in like I don't know. Because I like feel like I've gone in like the actual order of the eras, which is weird. Like, or I can like at least like make it that happen, but I am an English teacher, so I can make any of those types of things happen in my like I can justify it. Your era would be
I'm so curious.
I kind of get like 1989 vibes because it's like new city, new friends, or like mix of old friends and new friends, new experiences. Like that was 1989 was like her era in New York and like popping off and doing what she wanted to do for her,
Okay.
which was like kind
Ooh.
of feel like is,
Okay.
and I feel like that's fitting for you. But also like you give me like if we're talking like big three, you don't give me 1989. You give me like one of the Evermores, like either Evermore or Folklore. Like you give me one of them.
What's that? Like what vibe is that?
They're very chill vibes.
Big three.
Okay, you know, like big three with like
Astrology?
yes. So people like will joke and say they're big three with Taylor Swift albums. So like I'm a rising this, I'm a sun this, moon this.
Shut up.
I love it. And I think one of yours is definitely like one of the more like the Folklore or Evermore, just because it is chill vibes, like granola girl vibes and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's valid.
That can be what we start with next time is figuring out our big three for that.
So excited. 'Cause
Think
like you're like big Swiftie and I'm like I'm not like I wouldn't call myself like a Swiftie, but it's like I'm aware because of you.
yes.
So I'm just kind of, and I also just like appreciate her in general. It's just like not fully my like go-to. So I love this.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. I'll try to think about it more and see if I can like
Okay.
name them because yeah, I definitely could.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited.
Okay. Well, on that note, goodbye.
Peace out, Girl Scout.